the face whenever I can.
My managers walk out, we jerk men.
Protected by niggas with big dicks, AKs, and 187 skills.
Let me tell you something, you might got more cash than me, but you ain't got the skills to eat a nigga's ass like me.
Bell groupies getting shaky when I come from the rear.
Suck my dick. And all you niggas that been to jail before know that it's about to get thick.
I give this faggot a French kiss.
Got MCs knocking in my mouth and not inside my hand.
80-pound ball, thick 6-inch long.
Shawty got some real good pinners.
Niggas press their luck in, they get a butt fucking.
I eat a nigga out like an almond joy.
Yes. 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 Welcome back to the podcast. Beloved, this is indeed your brother Big VJ checking in. Today's conversation, we're going to talk to grown folk. No babies, beloved. We're going to talk to grown folk, right? We're going to have a little conversation about sexuality and entertainment, whether this be theater, what they call actors and actresses, and the hip-hop community about some of the lyrics that they say we listen, support, buy, share, yet we said nothing about, right? So yeah, this conversation for mama and them and granddaddy and them and auntie and uncle and them and big cuz, big brother, big sister, but no babies, right? Unless you have been living underneath a rock, somebody has let the cat out of the bag, right? You know what I'm saying? Because our brother Cat Williams is out of the bag, and he is saying pretty much everything that we have been saying on a grassroots level, on a underground level. He's just confirming it. Never have we seen before a class A actor, a class A comedian shed so much light on what's going on behind the scenes. Because normally when you hear these things about Hollywood, right, or Hollyweird and Tizzletown, it's from an actor or actresses or a comedian, but they're not at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? Not to be disrespectful, like a class B, class C kind of like talent. And yeah, he or she, they're saying some powerful information, but we never heard it come from the greats, right? We looking up to Pryor and Mooney and Eddie Murphy, and we just never heard it. We're listening to Arsenio Hall, and you know, we seeing the famous rappers come from the West Coast, and we just never heard those stories from them. They don't say anything. But the young brother from the Midwest, Cat Williams, is saying a lot. Homosexuality is running rampant in Tizzletown, according to our brother, right? So much so that in order for you, according to Cat now, to reach certain heights in Hollywood, normally that is an indication that a man did something very improper with another man, right? So before we go into our conversation, let me say this, because this ain't gonna be one of those gay bashing things where we throwing our brothers and sisters that live that lifestyle under the bus. That's not gonna happen. They're not going underneath no bus, no train, no vehicle whatsoever. Here on Real Black Consciousness Forum podcast, we say this: if you have a gay person in your family, your first thing that you must do is love them. Secondly, you must protect them, because there's a lot of people that does not like those people living that kind of lifestyle. Thirdly, you must educate them. We had a conversation on this platform maybe 4 or 5 years ago. We pulled out some studies in which the lifestyle of homosexuality was 2%. And that's what they call a normal marker. Out of 100 people, typically you have 2 people have a deviation in lifestyle. And that's kind of normal. This is according to science, right? Out of 100 females, out of 100 males, 2%. We can see, though, in today's society, it is not 2%. It is nowhere near 2%. So, if something has been going on this long in history this way, and then it switches and changes in the present to this way, then we must look at, is there an agenda taking place? Because we know there are 2 kind of people on the planet. There's original people, and then there's non-original people. And non-original people do not reproduce as fast as original people. So the scientific deceiver must put something in place to slow down the birth rate of original people. We're not saying that homosexuality is the only tool that is being used. What we are submitting to the family is, it is indeed one of the tools that the devil is using to slow down the birth rate of the original family, right? I want to say, what, in the 1920s, when did Plecker do that Racial Integrity Act? I want to say 1920s, if I'm not mistaken. It's a wicked doctor named Plecker, and he put together out of Virginia something called the Racial Integrity Act, in which he introduced to the Western world the 1-drop rule. Now, it already existed off the books. This is just the first time he put it on the books. If you have 1 drop, 1 relative, 1 parent, I should say, that is non-white, you become whatever they were in real time. What that did was, it helped actually speed up their demise, because that's not sustainable. Because even though we know race is not real, we just use the term black because it's in the Western world. That is a classification. When you have knowledge of self, black only means original. When we say black, you can know it's synonymous with saying original. But when the devil said that, that's not what he's talking about. It is a racial classification in an apartheid system, a classism system, which these group of people is going to be out. They're going to be on the bottom. That's what black mean in the Western world. You're on the bottom. You're at the bottom. You are designated to be there. Your children's children is designated to be there. And to fill that pool up with more people at the bottom, the 1-drop rule was created. Now we see that it's working against them. That's pretty much how it worked. When the devil do things, it kind of looked like he win with it at the beginning, but sooner or later it always shows. It always backfires no matter what he does. Try to put wars all over the place, it backfires. Try to put drugs all over the place, it backfires. Whatever he tried to do to you, it backfires and hurts him. Where's hurting him now? Because he doesn't have the numbers. He's fading out. In less than 20 years, he will be the minority in the Americas, all of the Americas. He lost South America already. He lost the islands already. The only thing he have left is North America. And in less than 20 years, he's going to lose that. He has his home base of Europe, but the Africans have taken over. The Turks have taken over. And the Arabs are moving in. So he won't even have Europe. So he has nowhere to go. The only where or only place he can go is he's hiding behind technology. He's hiding behind the laboratory. He is hiding behind where he feels the safest and the most secure at, and that is in that space of technology. He must slow black and brown people birth rate down. Therefore, he is spreading the gospel of homosexuality every single where he goes, because he needs black and brown people to stop having children, beloved. And that's where we are at today, right? Let's talk about hip-hop, right? Let's talk about Brooklyn, right? In the heart of New York City. Let's talk about Biggie Smalls. What will make a hip-hop artist in the lyrics say, "You look so good, he will suck on your daddy's dick"? Stop. Can we cook on that just for a little while? Can we cook on that? Because Biggie Smalls, rest in peace, he's no longer here, is considered one of the greatest masters of ceremonies that ever lived. The best that ever held a microphone and this and that. Yet, "You look so good," this is Biggie now saying, this is in his lyrics. "You look so good, he would suck on your daddy's dick to have you." Where was the hip-hop community at when he said that? Where was Harlem? Where was the Bronx? Where was Brooklyn? He's from Brooklyn. Where was Brooklyn? For everybody that says he's the greatest MC ever, I would love, beloved, I would love to put that lyric, that quote, on a shirt and pass it around. For everybody that say Big is the best, they would have to wear that shirt around the city where he says, "You look so good, he will suck on your daddy's dick." What will make DMX say, "Suck my dick"? This is a grown man now, right? He fooled a lot of niggas because, even though he was a dope MC, he said a prayer at the end. Our folks love some religion, so they gonna connect with you. It don't matter if you just have 1,000 kids by a bunch of different women and you always associated yourself with robbing and stabbing and taking, and don't matter. You say a prayer, you cry a little bit, you got our people. Our people love that spooky stuff. You know what I mean? They may not have bought, the man may have had 12, 13, 14 studio albums. They may got one, if any, but they love that brother. And he made a song, man, Dogs for Life, one of my favorite joints, Dogs for Life. But yet, though, let's just talk about the lyric. "Suck my dick." If your 5-year-old hear that and they repeat it, and your 7-year-old say that and they repeat it, if you in high school and you getting upset, you finna get in the fight, and that become the marching orders or the quote before the fight, look at the energy we put out in the world. Look at the energy we put out in the world. When DJ Quick say he never he never had his dick sucked by a man before, but you gonna be the first, you trick asshole. When DJ Quick says that, and that's going through the airwaves, the devil stamped that, he let you get that. See, the devil owned the FCC. If anything come over the airways, he gave it the green light for that to be said. It just don't happen like that. I'll give an example. At the end of one of Tupac's songs, I think it was one that he made with Dre. In the city of Compton, something we keep it rocking. And on the part of the joint, he's at the end of one of them songs, he said, "We coming for all these black bitches and Jewish hoes." And he got the call from Jimmy Iovine. You know what part they took out? The Jewish hoe part. There's a part when the Locks, there's a group from Yonkers, and they got a song called All About the Benjamins. And then they got another song that say, I think it's 24 hours to live, something. But there's a line that Styles P say, or I think it's Jadakiss, he said, "You should do like we do, stack chips like Hebrews." You should do like we do, stack chips like Hebrews. Clive Davis gave him the call. Diddy he had to pick up on the other end of that hook. Hey man, take that part out with the Hebrew. The rest is good. So the devil he's overseeing he know exactly what you're saying. But he's going to let you put that in the airways because according to him, he said he got to feed his family. He said, man, this is how I feed my family, man. Your destruction, this is what that small hat hook nose, Leo Corn said, your destruction is how I feed my family. And then one of the artists that he found, and I keep saying this because they don't put this on television. The last artist that he was working with, Young Thug out of Atlanta, when they caught the brother, listen now, he was doing a ritual before. He produced an album. He's doing a goat killing ritual. They put spells on top of spells on these products and they give them to you. That's why you have a black man that's a comedian or an actor in a dress. They put a spell on the brother to pass that spell one day to you. How many of you guys, beloved, let me ask you this. How many ever wore some Gucci before? Or Fendi before? Let me ask you this. I bet you everybody can go back to the feeling that they felt when they got their first pair of Nikes. When they got their first pair of J's. You know what I'm saying? Mama could have went up to the store. She could have easily went up to the bodega, right? That gas station up the street. Right next to that pack of cigarettes, they got them, they call them bubbles. You know, we used to call them bubbles. They got them bubbles. They ain't got no name. The shoe it was a plastic piece. They didn't come in the box. The plastic piece, it held the shoes together. Nice brand new shoes. You say, man, Mama, I don't want them. I don't want them bubbles. I don't want them. When I was coming up, beloved, they had a store called Payless, right? I'm really dating myself now. They had a store called Payless. And whatever Foot Locker came out with, Foot Locker and Foot Action came out with on a Friday, that Saturday, Payless was releasing the same shoe. It just didn't have a logo on. Whatever Jordan dropped on Friday, Payless had the replica shoe. You know what I'm saying? For 85% off. It was 85% cheaper than what it was in the Foot Locker. You did not want that shoe. Beloved, you wanted the shoe that they did the ritual over. It had gravitating power to it. And you know what? When you put that Nike on, when you put that Gucci on, and that Fendi on, it didn't feel like that cheap shit. It just felt different. It gave you a different attitude. It just made you feel like you can run faster, and it gave you sauce. It gave you swag. You felt that energy that came with that shoe. You felt that energy that came with that ritual. You felt it. You want to feel it again and again and again. And then the black designer, he comes out. He makes a shoe just as good as what them crackers make in them European fashion houses. Just as good. He make the shoe just as good. He make the clothing just as good. You know what he don't do though? He just make the clothing. He don't put no spell on it. So you don't even have the same attracting power to that brand. A sister come out and make a purse, when you say Chanel, you say, man, when your old lady come to you, say, baby, I want another Chanel bag. Like, damn, I just got you. They got another one though, baby. I just got to have it. Say, damn, it's a spell on that shit. These women got to have a Chanel bag. They got to have a Brahmin. They got to have a Gucci. They got to have a Louis Vuitton. They got to have that ritualistic brand. If these shoes can make you feel a certain kind of way, and these purses make you feel a certain kind of way, what you think a dress is doing to a man? Don't you think something is coming over him? He's not picking a dress. He's not putting on his auntie dress at the house. You know what I'm saying? He not putting on his big mama dress. They got this nigga a wardrobe. They flew this stuff in. It's on the rack. It's all in a fancy bag. And no, this is just for you. No, nobody can put this on but Dave Chappelle. Because I know we run around like Chappelle ain't never worn no dress. And your brother had to put up a video saying, no, that nigga put that dress on too, y'all. No, he had it on. It's just a few that didn't. DC Curry, he a rock. I think Earthquake, he's a rock from DC. He ain't did it. Cat ain't did it. A lot of them comedians from Detroit, they ain't do it. It fit perfect on Dave Chappelle. He had the men in, he was on the men in tights or something like that. He had the goddamn, he talking about some where's purse at. And then on top of that, he did a skit with the goddamn hook-nosed devil himself. That curly head hook-nosed devil. Every time you see him robbing this, robbing that. Cause he got the, he got the house nigga that work with him. You know what I'm saying? You know who I'm talking about, Howard Stern. With the 30-year deep house nigga, the coon sister he got up in the front.
Robin's gonna do the news, and we got some great guests coming in. Hey, what are you guys laughing at so much? I think I fared them too much, jerks. All right, let's play a new video of Baba Boobie's Bonanza. Robin, you show the tape. What do you think of it?
Well, Howard,
Hey, Robin, what's the matter with you? You have a cold?
as a matter of fact, I do.
Really? Probably a chest cold. Hey, Robin, you taking temperature?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just stick the thermometer.
And then he always makes bits and skits that make our people look like suckers. He got Dave Chappelle in the skit, big old fake titties, whack ass makeup on, ain't even put a wig on the nigga. And they running a crazy ritualistic skit. Where's the black father at? You see how important fathers is? That Howard Stern had what's our brother that played George Jefferson? What's our brother that played George? God damn it, I can't think of our brother. Sherman Hensley, I think the brother name. He's no longer here. Sherman.
Oh, hush up. I hate blackface. I just can't get this shit off. Besides, Whoopi done wrote everything I'm gonna say here tonight, so it's all right. Ain't that right, you smelly nigga?
I didn't write that.
Well, you is a smelly nigga. I got some more jokes for your New Year's Eve party there.
You're not tired of this.
And don't be racially offended, cause Whoopi done wrote them for me, okay? Here we go.
Go ahead.
Black hole.
Black hole.
You're gonna love this. Hey, look at that. What do I loves most about the Whoopi? Yeah.
That sure has great timing.
Hey, Robin, what does you call a black rocket scientist?
I don't know,
A
Ted.
nigga. Whoopi wrote it, Whoopi wrote it. Hey, did you happen to notice this?
No, what
this
is that?
This here's my mother, Mama Dancing. Why, she done working blackface, too.
She must be very proud.
Yeah.
Now I know you really love me, Ted. You the man.
I tell you, you know, you the man. What done happened to Sherman's career? It's really over the end. I want you to give us a kiss, you smelly coghead coon. I love you.
May I say something here?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can say whatever you want, you smelly nigga. Whoopi wrote that.
That's it, Ted. You didn't know I was going to say that. Whoopi had no chance to write it. I don't accept that kind of language. You can call her whatever you want, but you don't talk to me that way or I'll leave.
Well, don't let the door hit you on your big black ass, mama, on the way out of here. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Now, Whoopi, you is a filthy nigga.
George Jefferson. What's our brother that played George? God damn it, I can't think of our brother. Sherman Hensley, I think the brother name. He's no longer here. Sherman. I think he was like a closet homosexual or something like that. Whatever closet he was in, he came all the way out. When he did that skit with goddamn Howard Stern, the goddamn hook nose, man. I don't see why any of our people go on that show. All he do is do what is in their nature as small hats to do, is throw us under the bus. He had Sherman Hensley on there looking, it was so crazy. We had to put that out, man. We had to put our brother out on the video, but that's part of Hollywood. They take the gay guys, the gay brothers, and they give them the best roles. They give them goddamn Georgia. They give you all up on the goddamn penthouse, and Will Smith, you know, the judge was gay. They gave him a judge position. Uncle Phil, you know what I'm saying? They give you these high-ass roles when you're homosexual. But when you're a straight guy, they give you Wanda. They give you Shanae. You know, they give you, come on, you know what they give you. They finna make another White Chicks right now. They probably in the back room cooking up Big Mama 2 and White Chicks as we speak. Where's their father at, though? Where are the fathers at? When Big made that line, that lyric, man, what was the brother's father at? When you have a father that's sitting at home and present, that shit can't happen. I don't have an uncle. Listen, beloved, my family, I don't have no kind of uncles that let you do that. I ain't got a pops that let you do that. VJ, you know, that's easy for you to say, VJ, because you're not in entertainment making millions of dollars. Okay. Well, let's just take another example then. Let's talk about you and I as fathers. Our sons, right? Because we're not on the entertainment level, so we got to put it on the level that we on. Our sons want to join the basketball team. Pee Wee League, right? Middle school, high school league. And your son come to you and say, you know what, daddy? I can make that team, but you know what the coach want me to do? He want me to be a cheerleader and put on the cheerleader outfit for a week, right? And do some cheerleader games first. And he said, after I pay my dues as being a cheerleader and I got to walk around with this tutu, he going to put me on the team. What do you say to that? You the father now. What do you say now? What do you say to that? Daddy, I can make that basketball team. I can make that baseball team, but I got to be a cheerleader first. Coach said I got to put the dress on. But look, Dad, it's my dream. It's my dream. I want to be on the baseball team, the basketball team. I want to be on the swimming team. But coach said I got to wear the cheerleading dress first. What do we tell our sons? Shit, you don't want it that bad. No, son, we ain't gonna let you do that. We ain't gonna fuck that coach and fuck that team. We don't want it. We don't want it that bad, son. We do something else. And we got to go on the back and make our own team. We'll make our own team, but we ain't doing that shit. I want to be a part of this fraternity. I always wanted to be a Kappa. I always wanted to be an Alpha. You know, even me myself, I like that black and gold. I always just wanted to be a Omega. But you know what they told me, Pops? When online, I'm gonna have to wear a dress for the whole week. Shit, we don't want it that bad. They could keep that Greek ass shit. They got undertones of homosexuality anyway. But we gonna keep that as our little secret. Nah, they can keep that shit, Scrap. We'll do something else. They offered a good job down at the bank. A good job down at the city. A good job down at the state. A good job down at the power company. Only thing they want me to do is pay my dues and put on this dress to get that job. What are we saying as fathers? I think y'all see where I'm going with that. We don't fucking want the job that goddamn bad. Son, we'll do something fucking else. You see where we at with it? I'm the sun. You a reflection on me. I'm the sun. What kind of light you think I'ma shine in the world? I'm the greatest son in this household. And you're a reflection of me. There's no fucking way. The minute I would have heard any of my it ain't got to be my son. My nephew, one of my cousin's sons. And I'm listening to a rap album and I hear that nigga say, "You look so good, I suck on your daddy's dick." First thing you would have heard, I'm on the jack. Hey man, hey. Man, I just heard your son album, dog. Yeah, man. Hey, you hear what your son say? Yeah, man, he's saying something. I think you need to go to track number 4. Right? Right after the hook, he's saying some crazy shit. I think you need to see something about that a little bit, because that shit sound crazy to me, bro. You hear me, cuz? All right, then peace. That's a phone conversation. What? Big is Jamaican. Y'all know this, right? Biggie got Jamaican roots. What do you think they were saying on that island when they heard that shit? What do you think? Some of y'all niggas don't really travel, so let me just fill you in on what I'm really trying to say. Hey, those Yardie boys, they don't play that shit. They don't play that kind of shit. That ain't what they know. They don't play no shit like that. No.
When I met you, I admit my first thoughts was a trick. You look so good, huh? I suck on your daddy's dick. When I met you, I admit my first thoughts was a trick. You look so good, huh? I suck on your daddy's dick. You look so good, huh? I suck on your daddy's dick.
Trash! You brought down the whole fucking momentum.
Who was Big's father, though? Uh-oh. Was Big father in the home? Uh-oh. You see the importance of the son in the household? Where you gonna get your light from? If the father's not in the household. We're gonna leave it there. The family unit will fix 95% of our problems. A strong family unit will fix 95% of our problems. The family unit. There's a movie I want you guys to see, beloved. How about that? I want you to see a movie called Hollywood Shuffle. It is a movie by Robert Townsend. He did a brilliant job. I'm a man of a certain age, so man, it was that deal when it first came out. Fuck remaking The Color Purple. Cause that shit, the brother minister exposed that 20 years ago. They gonna re-release goddamn Color Purple again, and you know, our sister Taraji talking about she's not making the money she's supposed to make in Hollywood. I said, goddamn, how fucking rich you wanna be? How rich do you wanna be playing Cookie, goddamn? Huh? How rich you wanna be playing Jody, old lady? How rich you wanna be playing shit like that? How rich you wanna be playing in fucking Color Purple? You should be rewarded for shit like that. You supposed to get top $8 for playing them kind of. Maybe that's different. Check out that film by Robert Townsend, Hollywood Shuffle. If any movie should be remade and put out, it should, beloved, be that one. That is such a timeless piece that Robert put together. That shit holds weight today. It holds weight today. Don't you know, beloved, that They are sexually assaulting black men in Hollywood to no end. To no end. Christian Keys just came out, got on his Twitter, said, man, I'm gonna expose some guys. Hey man, just drop these motherfuckers' names, bro. Don't act like you finna pull the trigger, just pull the trigger. Terry Crews got his Hollywood wake-up call. We respect Terry because Terry put a name on it. How come we don't hear this kind of shit from DL? Damn, nigga, you live in LA and you ain't got no Hollywood stories? But see, he run around with them liberals. None of these guys got any Cat is the only person that got a Hollywood story? Cat Williams, he's the only person that's willing to jump up and stand up and say, hey man, this shit looking funny over here, bro. Brandon T. Jackson, young brother from my city. I know his pops, I know his family, right? They got a church on the west side. Brandon T. Jackson is an actor. He said Denzel told him, you can go to the parties, just go before the devil show up. Pardon me. You can go to the parties, just leave, I mean to say, before the devil shows up. Show your face and get up out of there. Because it's finna go left. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna close out the video, but I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna go ahead and say this a little bit. Check this out. Before they put these niggas in a dress, because I'm gonna tell you how this cracker do. He just don't throw nothing in the oven. He seasoned his meat first now. You know what I'm saying? He got that turkey. He's slapping that jive turkey all on the front side, the back side, and he goddamn that hook nose is seasoning these niggas up to put them in a motherfucking oven. You know when he starts seasoning these niggas up? I want to say right around the late 60s, early 70s. The 70s for sure, because he put that LSD out and them niggas got high, and you can see when they put that LSD out, it changed the way our people even dress. Go back and look at a Motown album cover, Motown Greatest Hits, all in the 1960s. I want you to just take a look. And then you start seeing that cracker push marijuana, heroin, and LSD at the fucking end of the 60s, at the beginning of the 70s. And then you see an artist named Bootsy Collins come up. And you start looking at how these niggas start dressing. Everything start becoming tight. This flashy ass goddamn blazers, these flashy ass goddamn pants. Now he got these niggas in these goddamn what they call them, like heel to platform, kind of like shoes. The cracker put them in the platform shoes to push their ass up. Now niggas walking around with this tight ass shit with their ass tweeted all up. See, that was the seasoning process. I keep telling you, man, your brother keep telling you, look, bro, these crackers looking 50 years down the line. They want your son, listen, they want your 12-year-old son to have a 24-year-old husband. This is the crackers play. He's working on that shit today to get that shit done by 2045. That's how they play. By 2045, by 2065, he want to have the law out there. He's working on the play now. You're waiting on the weekend. You're waiting on that weekend. Then the year come around, which is America's year, right? Because he's going to hand you some money called an income tax, and you finna go get one of these raggedy ass cars that's going to last you for another year. Come back. See, he got you on the day. Weekend schedule. This cracker is on a 50-year schedule and a 100-year schedule. You are not. He was seasoning our people in the 60s, the late 60s and 70s. Watch how everything changed with the dress. I'm talking for the brothers now, right? Everything changed, dress for the brothers. And then he started pushing something very different on our sisters, because all of our sisters was thin in them 60s and 70s. Now they eating so much shit full of hormones and all of these toxins, because he's finna get your goddamn 10-year-old daughter prepped and ready to get a 30-year-old husband. He got your 10 and 12-year-old son getting ready for a 30-year-old husband, and he got your 10-year-old daughter getting ready for, because he finna put his pedophilia on everybody. It's coming. So he got to prep your daughters now. So, you know, when your daughter 12 and 14 and 16, her titties gonna be bigger than a 35-year-old woman. He putting the shit in the food to make it that way. In the same time, he trying to put something in the pills for your son to make him, you know what I'm saying, to make him more feminine. He's pumping the estrogen. Let me say it this way. He's pumping the estrogen in all the food, so the estrogen gonna make the woman, the young lady, more of a woman, and the man more of a woman, because this is what he's trying to do for 30, 40 years from now. But he started doing this shit in the 70s, hardcore. His feet were to the pedal to the metal in the 70s. All right. By the time you get up to fucking Michael Jackson, you see a real effeminate black man now. And they put our brother Mike on the biggest fucking stage. And he took Prince with him. Am I saying our people wasn't talented? Of course they was talented. I'm just showing you he had a plan to goddamn get him. Before he got him in that dress, he got him in the 70s first. Then by the time you get to that, you get to the 80s, he give you the 3 biggest male stars from our culture. In the 80s, Michael Jackson, Prince, Luther Vandross. Now, it's easy to put Martin in the dress because he's been watching and looking up to effeminate men the whole time. The shit that Eddie Murphy, go back to the 80s and look at what Eddie used to wear on that stage. You couldn't do that in the 60s, in the 50s, but he's out there with the hook nose. Eddie's from New York City. He's from Brooklyn. But what do I tell you about them niggas from New York? Those small hats run them niggas in New York City. Brother, I've been to New York. The small hat run everything in New York. He runs he got a stronghold out there. He's running New York. He's running them niggas out there. Go back and look at Delirious, what Eddie had on. Go back and look at Raw, his stand-up comedy. You see the stages, the open manifestation of the effeminate black man being ushered in. That train is moving, and now the whole world is dependent on Cat Williams to stop it, to expose it. But your brother gonna need some help. And now we'll really leave it there. Peace and black power to your family. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys for hanging out. This is indeed Real Black Content Forum Podcast, man. It's your brother V. Man, I'm gonna get it with you guys later, beloved. Peace. Peace and more peace.
Protected by niggas with big dicks, AKs, and 187 skills.
Let me tell you something, you might got more cash than me, but you ain't got the skills to eat a nigga's ass like me.
Male groupies getting shaky when I come from the rear.
Now all you niggas that been to jail before know that it's about to get thick. Bangkok and Bangkok.
You look so good, huh? I suck on your daddy's dick.
I like to fuck him in the ass while he beat up the pussy. Damn, I never had my dick sucked by a man before, but you gon' be the first, you little trick asshole. Yeah, motherfucker, right back on your ass. I hear it in the bushes and I cut the grass. What you running for, bitch? You fake Irish faggot. You got a big booty, everlast. Let me tell you.
Picture me, pay for pussy, bring the dicks for free.
I see them season my face with their ass up. Let me put my cape on, my rubber and my mask up.
Yes, you ain't heard that we swallow guys.
I give this faggot a French kiss.
Got emphasis nothing in my mouth and not inside my hand.
80-pound ball, thick 6-inch long.
Shawty got some real good business.
Niggas press their luck in, they get a butt fucking.
I eat a nigga out like an almond joy.
Hey, ooh, hey, look at Ian back there. This nigga dick get hard by the song.
Real niggas with big dicks.
On the mic like this is dick.
Finger near nigga asshole like whoa.
Man, fuck them in the ass.
Like some down cream, I go in niggas' mouth, and like a limousine, I stretch a nigga out.
I fucked you Paul before I fucked them ugly ass skate bitches.
All the time me and Dre been fucking with hats on.
I wanna fuck Tyler in his ass. See, I'm in love with him. I wanna come in him and get him open.
It's more than your body, baby. Damn, it's your brain. You make me wanna kiss you like baby kiss Wayne.
He think he hard, well that chopper beat his meat.
Tell them faggot ass niggas wrap their lips around my dick.
I handle homo solo.
Hey yo, what's up with that bulge in your khakis?
An easy dick, it's smelling like MC Weird shit.
Yeah, nigga, when we see your ass, we gon' cut your hair off and fuck you with a broomstick.
If I got no nuts, it's because they still stuck in your ass.
How's your barber hiding in the room? Fuck them with the broom.
See, Zaytoven, that's my nigga. I've been fucking him forever.
He don't want it with me, he in DC. I can have a nigga run up.